I think it's undoubted that the fetus is a human being, but then we have to define what do we mean by that. Well, it's human only as a categorical biological description that separates it from rat, cat, elephant, or cockroach, if you like. So there is no value connotation to the word human in a biological sense. It's a categorization. The fetus is obviously a being because it's there. I mean, if it wasn't, one wouldn't need the abortion. But does that answer the question that is at issue in the abortion debate? And I submit that it does not. The biological term, human being, should not be confused with such unscientific terms as personhood, value, dignity, soul, or all those other words that connote the societal attitudes to human life. And I submit that a physician can do no further than describe the biological, and that the others are not biological questions, and that consequently my being here is a sort of a ghastly error.
True that the pregnancy may not interfere, but it may. It's true that the pregnancy may not be burdensome, but it may. I think we do go into the questions of rape, of incest, of fetal deformity, of contraceptive failure, of youth who are physically not ready for, who physically, their own bodies are not ready for parenthood, who are emotionally not ready to care for the child. When we talk about abortion on demand, that's a very misleading statement, because no one can demand of any doctor that he do anything. We don't have tonsillectomy on demand, we don't have appendectomy on demand, but we don't have any statute against it either. We don't have any statute that says no doctor shall be forced to do an appendectomy that's against his better judgment. It is more dangerous to the woman to go through the abortion than not to get pregnant. But what we have to also remember is that it is more dangerous for her to go through childbirth and to go through pregnancy than not to get pregnant. And none of us, or I think many in the audience, would not choose that, would say that still, even though it's not as safe, you should consider at least getting pregnant. And I think that's right. I think the second point about law shaping morals is true up to a point. But the law has not shaped the morals of many women for a long time, and I'm reminded of our own state, Texas, where possession of marijuana is still punishable by life imprisonment. That has not shaped the morals of our young people, and has been a miserable failure, and has resulted in far more misery than the law has ever done good. What I think is important to remember is that we do have a choice to make now. It is true that some of you may never face the choice in a personal way. It is true others of you will have to face the choice with other people. And I think all of us would take quite seriously that responsibility. But I think what the court has allowed us to do is to make that choice. And I think that is a proper role of the law, to allow people to make choices for themselves where there is no one consensus. And the audience, I think, has proved there is no one consensus. Meeting's adjourned.